Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Perisno. Now, when we left off, we had just defended against forces at Lille, and we had left it with a garrison of 102, and when I left, they had around maybe 60 or maybe even 70 units available to defend. They were quite healthy as well, so hopefully they will be able to defend against any interlopers that decide, oh, you know what, we want to take Lille once again, so let's hopefully not see that happen. But otherwise, we are going to be heading on to Ahun Castle. As we can see here, we have gone all the way around from here. I wondered whether I should actually head through, well, the Hakon Empire, but I was a little bit worried, to be honest, because, well, they do have Hakon Inquisitors, and, well, I thought it may just be a little bit safer to head through there, even though we do have an overwhelming amount of units. I think it would have just been a better idea just to steer clear of them right now. So, as we can see here, we actually have, how many is it? Five enemy vassals stationed in Ahun Castle. Now, the greatest thing about this is that 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are completely very low in HP. They have less than 50%, and the only one that has 100% is the guy without any forces to speak of. So we are going to be in a very good spot here. So, without further ado, let us head into Ahun Castle and build a siege tower. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so 60 hours. Oh my goodness. I was hoping for a rather quick and fast siege. Volderberg. Ooh, okay, they are stretching their reach a little bit too much, in my opinion. Well, we are going to be heading on over there. Ah, thank you very much. The Valahir clan is now helping us out. That is very, very nice of them. I'm thinking, actually, that I'm going to leave Ahun Castle because siege towers take 60 hours, and I'd love to get to Volderberg to defend it. Otherwise, we're going to lose a town in exchange for a castle. That is just not going to happen anytime soon, as far as I'm aware. We're just going to head right on back there. And, lo and behold, amazingly enough, we have advanced to level 33. That is really quite impressive. My goodness. Okay, so we have... oh, wow. Some Divine Aetheling elites. They are running from us, so I don't think I am going to be dealing any damage to them. Right now, at least. We may want to head back and see what we can do, but I think right now, we're just going to be dealing with the fellows at Volderberg, and the Hakon Empire has declared war against the elves. That's very good. It appears as though the other factions are getting involved now, so it's not just us against everyone, and instead it's, well, us against everyone and everyone against a couple of people, so that's actually not too bad. They are already inside. Wow, that's actually really quite impressive. Okay, so we're going to be heading on straight in here. We have 617 against the enemy's 536, so let's join the defense and see what we can do to prevent it from being taken and falling into the enemy's hands. It is snowing, which I have to say is actually rather nice, although probably not going to be too nice with the amount of elvery units we have, because of course they are bowmen, and I'm pretty sure, I think I am pretty sure at least, that snow definitely diminishes the amount of damage, or shall we say the accuracy, that archers are able to do. So let's get some really nice jumpin' bashes on here. 56 damage, not bad at all. We're actually able to take out a couple of them if we jump and bash at the same time. If we're actually able to do it at the right time, then we can actually take out some of their much more powerful units without putting ourselves in harm's way, which is excellent. As we can see here, we're actually taking out quite a few, if I do say so myself. Come on. Yes, there we go. We just took out one of their more elite units as well. There we go. Very nice. Now I'm going to try just to stand here and not jump too much forward, but I was attempting to get a little bit more reach. As we can see, whoa, okay, we just took 23 damage, but we're quite lucky. Oh my, oh, I really wish I was able to stand on our unit's shoulders. That would have been absolutely amazing. That would have been very, very nice indeed to accomplish there, because otherwise we would have, well, had a very good vantage point, but now we have to just deal with being down here with the rest of our troops, which is not too bad. Of course, we are getting a couple of kills here, but unfortunately it appears as though some of these Volhir barbarians and the mercenary red guards are pushing us out a little, so that's somewhat unfortunate. Really would have appreciated a little bit more space. Ooh, maybe we're going to be squeezing inside here and seeing what we can do on the inside, but it appears as though we'll have to stay on the outside a little bit longer. And then we'll be able to do some pretty considerable damage. And goodness knows they have some very, very defensive units, some very hard units to take out. Although they are sending up many of their archers right now, which is really quite fortunate for us. Not so fortunate for them, of course. But, wow, I really do love the lighting effects right now, thanks to Arakanis' sword. Especially in the, well, somewhat snowfall that we're having right here. Come on, take him down. Yes. There we are, thank you. And maybe we could take out a couple more here. Yes, there we go. Ooh, we actually took out one of their much more difficult units. Now maybe I can get a little bit closer. Yes. Oh, I really need to take out that guy. Maybe I can get that guy with the horns. Maybe. We're doing some damage, at least, to some people. New enemies have arrived, so we have already taken out... Wow, 123 units. That is absolutely impressive in such a short space of time. I do really appreciate our units doing such an amazing job. Ooh! Ah, I was actually really quite hoping that we would be able to stand on our units' shoulders right there once again, but no such luck. But we are actually fighting our way to the beginning of the fight here, which is actually providing us some excellent damage. Yes. Excellent. Oh yes, that is very, very nice indeed. Look at that. We are knocking so many valuable units unconscious right now. I am so hopeful we will be able to take them prisoner, but as we know, it really depends on what round this is, and as we know as well, this is the first round, so that is not great, I gotta say. Oh no! Oh, that is not great at all. No. 37 damage from a critical wound. Ouch. Okay, maybe we can just try our best to get some relatively easy attacks going on here and hopefully not put ourselves too much in the line of fire right now, because as we know, one more hit would kill us. One more hit to the helm would probably kill us here. Maybe we can prevent that from happening. Maybe, if we are lucky. I'd love to see how many units they have left, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be running out of reinforcements right now, or at least for this particular encounter, but hopefully... Oh my, wow, they're still sending in more units? Wow, I am rather impressed. They appear to be quite confident that they will be able to eliminate us from the defense here, but I really have a great deal of confidence in our own abilities, so I think we're going to be fine, but it appears as though our enemies are just throwing themselves at us. Really quite strange. Yes, there we go. Oh, yes, maybe we could stay up here. Oh, yes, look at that. That is absolutely amazing. You get such an amazing advantage from being up there, but unfortunately, we will not be able to stay up for too long. Oh, no. 10 more damage. We're going to be taken out very, very soon. I hope not. And there it is. Okay, so we were taking out 27 damage, critical wound, but we do have a rather tight-knit band of our units here, and they are doing a very nice job indeed. As we see here, unfortunately, it appears as though Scout Striker Wilkins was a little bit too early. Yes, he arrives fashionably early by the looks of things, unfortunately, and he has been taken out 10 units, a mere 10 units before the battle is over. Now, the one thing we need to... Never mind, okay. I was about to say, the one thing we need to worry about is the fact that there's one unit that we are not able to target down, but thankfully enough, one of our archers was able to do just that. So, we lost 6 units in total, in terms of... to the Grim Reaper, that is, and we lost 10 thanks to our allies, of course. They were bearing the brunt of their assault rather considerably, so that is very, very nice. And we, of course, took out 199 of theirs. Hopefully we'll be able to... No, okay, we're not going to be taking any units prisoner there, which is a little unfortunate, I gotta say. But Now, we are going to take a little bit of food while we can, because I'm suspecting that they are probably going to be heading in against us once again. Aren't they? Let's just see. Oh, some of them are leaving. And who are staying? Okay, so it appears as though the defectors... Oh, no, wait. One defector is staying. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to go into a field battle. Oh, yes, let's do it. Okay, so this guy actually has a huge amount of relation with us. But I believe... I don't think I will be attempting to persuade him. Not this time anyway. So we're just going to be continuing on here. So we have literally 500 troops against 177. We are missing one, of course, but this should be a very easy victory. It is snowing once again, and we are going to be dealing some considerable damage. Now, how much cavalry do we have? 42. That's actually quite problematic because we are in a heavily forested area, and they are, of course, going to cause our cavalry to be very, very slow in comparison to they otherwise would be. But nevertheless, it appears as though many of the enemy's units are also having difficulty with the trees, which is great because obviously the Reich is known for having some very good cavalry units. And oh, many of these trees you can actually pass through. So that is wonderful. That is absolutely amazing because otherwise we would have had a great deal of difficulty, or at least I would. And yes, we would obviously have a lance to the face in a very quick time indeed. So let's just try and take out as many units as we can. Unfortunately, many of these units are quite low level. So yes, we're going to be unable to take many of them prisoner, many of the valuable ones prisoner at least. But otherwise, I think it should be okay. We'll be able to reimburse ourselves a little bit, and we'll then be able to gain some money because our wages were just taken as I was approaching a Hun castle beforehand. And I do believe they took, what was it, 26 or 27,000 in cash, and that's really not very good because, of course, we are out of pocket, and they did take it from the treasury, which is even worse because now we may have to head back to one of our towns and, well, deposit a little bit more money in there just to cover some of our expenses. But otherwise, it appears everything is going quite smoothly. As we can see here, we eliminated all of them. That was a very small band of units to throw at us, but I suppose they're just doing that to try to reduce the amount of casualties that they are currently sustaining, which they now have only 88 left of. So we are just going to be charging straight on in here. As you can see, these trees are completely clippable, so no problem at all, if that is even a word. And we are now going to be attempting not to get lanced in the face. I'll try to distract some of them, because, well, that's what we do, and, well, otherwise our cavalry will descend upon their archers and their infantry like nothing else, and hopefully deal significant damage in the process. And, whoa, as we see here, Antiope, Tamaris, Kara, and Arakanus getting kills in the first couple of seconds of the engagement. Very nice indeed to see that. I always love when our companions actually deal damage. Yes. Actually deal damage. It sounds like they never do damage, but they actually do. They do a lot of damage, so yes, I should probably give them a little bit more credit than that. So props to them. Especially our archer companions, shall we say, because, well, I say that, and as you see here, Alden gets a kill. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't count out our melee compatriots either. Obviously, the cavalry units are going to be just absolutely insanely good in terms of companions, of course, but yes, wow, Alden is actually getting kills right here. I gotta say that I am very impressed with him, because when I first got him, I thought, oh, he has a two-handed. He's never going to be able to get to any of the units that we are fighting at any point, because, of course, he's going to be taken out by the enemy archers. At least where the elves are concerned, anyway, because, obviously, the elves absolutely pinpoint accuracy, and as we know, they are just brutal to fight. So really don't want to fight those guys again, so hopefully they'll make peace with us at some point. Thankfully enough, the Hakon Empire has declared war against them, so maybe, just maybe, we will get some kind of offer from them in the near future. And I will be telling our units just to charge straight on in here, because we just want to end that rather swiftly. And we are now going to take as many units as we can prisoner. And hopefully we'll be able to find a ransom broker or a slave trader in the nearby town of Volderberg. So, let's see, how many are we going to get here? 116. Ah, some of them are actually quite valuable as well, so I'm looking forward to seeing if we can find one. And head into the tavern. Okay, so freelancer knights, we have a book merchant, and that is Nodar, of course. He is willing to sell us a couple of very good units. I'm actually going to hire these guys, because I don't believe I've ever seen freelancer knights. I know that you can actually get freelancer units to the south of the Tauranian territory from the freelancer outpost, but of course they do start off at, well, technically level 1, and it does take them quite a bit of time to level up. So yes, well, should we say tier 1? They don't actually start at level 1, but anyway, it does take them a little bit of time to actually get up higher. And we are now going to be leveling up a couple of our units, and there we have it. Okay, so we have defended against the might of the Reich, and 2 of the vassals were able to escape, which is unfortunate, but Scout Striker Wilkins has leveled up, so we are going to be leveling up his strength once again and getting him some additional power strike, even though I'm unsure whether he really needs that. It appears as though he is doing enough damage with his mace right now to pretty much eliminate anyone, but we're going to just do it anyway, just to make sure that he is okay to fight against the more armored units that our enemies are currently fielding. And so I do believe that is going to be it for this episode, and next time on Perisno we are going to be heading on and maybe taking on these guys. Otherwise I am hopefully, and I say that with crossed fingers, hopefully going to be able to take Freising. Yeah, I would really love to take Freising, but if someone is there with some unique units, then we're gonna obviously change our plans. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.